Welcome along then to Goal Time, the new and unique way to bet on football as we look at Saturday's two televised games where Crystal Palace take on Manchester United. Before that, Everton face Sunderland. Welcome along to Goal Time then, the game where goals mean money. 1, 2, 3 and 4 goal options for you to choose from. 40 different 5-minute sections to put your goal time down into. First off, on Saturday, we look at Everton who take on Sunderland. Chris will give us the stats in a minute about when the goals are going to go in. But form-wise, well, Everton have come into this one in probably their best run of form of the season. It's a season that's been totally compromised for Roberto Martinez's men by the Europa League. It's totally hampered what they were hoping to do. They haven't challenged anywhere near the Champions League places which they had targeted prior to the start of the campaign. In fact, at one point, they were looking as though they were going to be in a relegation battle. But things have turned around of late. They are now in their best run of form of the season. They go well at Goodison Park. They've got a decent home record. And they're up against a Sunderland team who find themselves, for the second year running, fighting for their very Premier League lives. Dick Advocaat's men have had a little bit of a turnaround in fortune since the Dutchman arrived on a temporary basis. He's staying till the summer. He says he's going whatever happens. Will they be able to pull off a great escape? Yet again, they need to keep picking up wins. They beat Southampton last weekend. That was an excellent performance, but it's still left them in the bottom three because everybody else keeps winning as well. So it's going to be a tall order. They don't win many away from home, the Black Cats, and they obviously need to pick up a win at Goodison Park. Stats-wise, who's going to score and when?
Well, you fancy Everton would probably score in this game. As for Sunderland, it's a bit hit and miss, isn't it? They have the joint worst away record in the league in terms of goals and the second worst overall. They found the back of the net just 12 times on their travels this season, 7 of which have come in the second period and 5 of those have come in minutes 76 to 90. So that's goal sections 34 to 40 on Saturday lunchtime. So if Sunderland are going to score, you'd probably think it was in that time. They have conceded a lot of goals in the second half as well, though, in particular between minutes 61 to 75. That's sections 27 to 31 for the home side, Everton, in this case. So maybe look at the Toffees to score in that time. Interestingly, they have scored no goals in the minutes 16 to 30 or 46 to 60, so may well be worth avoiding 8 to 12 and 22 to 26 in goal time sections if you're looking for Sunderland to score. As for Everton, well, they've won the last 4 at home without conceding a goal. Again, another mark against Sunderland, perhaps scoring in this game. They've hit the back of the net 27 times this season with a near even spread between the first and second half. Their first half goals, well, they tend to come in between the 16th and 30th and 31st to 45th minutes. That's goal time sections 7 to 11 and 13 to 19. But in the second period, their best part of the game, last 15 minutes, that's when the goals come for them in the second half. That's sections 33 to 39 for Everton. Worth noting that they do not concede between the 61st to 75th minute as well. So another time period to avoid for Sunderland. Plenty of time periods to avoid for Sunderland, it would seem, who, as you say, are struggling, but they need the result. So maybe the emphasis is on them. Absolutely. Well, you get your options, 1, 2, 3 or 4 goal options, of course. Your 1 goal option you can repeat if your time has come and gone. You can go again. There's 40 different time slots for you, 20 for the home side, 20 for the away side. With more goal options, increases the jackpot up to a share of £100,000 if you can predict the 4 goal option. Moving on to Saturday evening, and Crystal Palace host Manchester United. Chris has the form guide on this one. Yeah, it looks as though both teams are in desperate need of the win, don't they? They come into this game both having lost the last 3 and without scoring a goal. So neither side has been pulling up any trees of late. Well, Crystal Palace, they're on the beach pretty much, aren't they? Having secured safety a little while ago now. They have a terrible record at home, though. Just 18 points collected all season. That's the 3rd worst home record. Even with the introduction of Alan Pardew, they still seem to struggle at home. But beware Manchester United, they get themselves up for the big games. They've beaten Liverpool and Manchester City on their own patch this season. So that is the warning sign as far as United are concerned. They don't have a great record against United, no league win against them since 1989. They lost the return fixture at Old Trafford by a 1-0 in November. Things have completely changed really since then. Obviously Palace have had a change in management and United a change in tactics. Palace have not scored in the last 4 against United as well. So they don't have a great record against Manchester United, but they get themselves up for these games. And United head to London, as I say, on the back of a very disappointing 1-0 defeat to West Brom at home. They had loads of chances in that game. Van Persie missing a penalty. Afterwards, Van Gaal bemoaned the fact he doesn't have a prolific striker in his squad anymore. He does. He plays him in midfield. He's called Wayne Rooney, but he still doesn't put him up front, does he? Maybe that will change this weekend. And despite his moaning, they've scored 59 times this season. That's the 4th best record in the league. So I'm not sure what he is on about. He does have that striker, doesn't play him in the right position. Maybe that will change on Saturday. When will the goals come? Well, Nick has all the info.
Well, stats-wise, Palace could be a good team for United to end their goal drought against. They've conceded at least 1 goal in each of their last 14 home fixtures. Most popular scoreline for games at Selhurst Park where they're involved this season has been 3-1 to the opposition. So that could be a good option for your 4-goal jackpot. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? 3-1 win either way would give you your 4-goal jackpot. Most of Palace's goals have come between the 45th and 60th minute, with 37.5% of their goals coming in that period. That'd be goal time number sections 21 to 25 for you to get on. At home, Palace are also better in the final 15 minutes of the game. The majority of their second half goals come in that time. That's periods 33 to 39 with goal time. They tend to struggle to score in the first half hour of games as well. This season scoring just 3 times, so keep away maybe from that one. Overall, United have scored the majority of their goals between the 15th and 30th minute of matches. That's 22% of their goals have come in that time. That'll be goal time sections 8 to 12 for this game. However, away from home, United have not been prolific in the first half of games, being outscored by the opponents 7 times in 10 games. United's best period away from home is between the 46th and the 60th minute, just after half-time. Obviously a bit of an ear-bashing from the boss, scoring 7 times in that period. That'll be goal time sections 22 to 26. United's poor between 61st and 75 minutes away from home, though. They don't score many then. They're outscored 7-1 in that period. So maybe look at Palace to net in sections 27 to 31. 1, 2, 3 and 4 goal options, of course. Your 4 goal options gives you that possibility of £100,000 with goal time.